Hello people of the internet, today I'm going to be reviewing the Viltrox adapter for my a6300, and actually it's in use right now on my a6300 and I really appreciate this piece of technology. It does a lot for me and it honestly makes my camera a whole other camera basically. Now it does have negatives and cons, and let me just get the big con out the way, which I don't really see it as a con because, you know, I can work around it, you know, but the issue is the autofocus. The autofocus is very slow and inaccurate, so I basically don't use it. But in general, I don't use autofocus at all, unless, you know, I'm asking my mom to take a selfie of me because, you know, I want to show the world how handsome I am. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like if you're doing a wedding, I wouldn't trust it because, you know, you need to get those pictures or else you'll be in big trouble. You don't want to, you know, look back at your photos and realize you're a foot off or you were just too slow to get the autofocus in the first place. So basically, don't trust the autofocus. It requires full frame glass. Now, again, that's another positive for me because I want a full frame field of view. And this is what the adapter does for me, is it gives me a full frame field of view. So this 35mm, gives you 35mm, not the crop, not the 1.6 times crop or the 1.5, which would bring it to near 50mm. This is an actual 35. And this 14mm would actually be a 14mm, which is very wide. I can fit almost my whole room with this lens and that adapter. So here's the camera right here, and you can tell it's not that far away. It really isn't. And since it's so close, guess how much of me is in the frame? Guess how much of me, because I'm just laying on my bed right here, and this is what the iPhone can see. So let's see what this 14mm will see. And we'll see how crazy this wide angle 14mm is. Even though I said 14mm like 3 times. So again, that's another, I don't know, a good feature about it for me, which could be a con because if you only have like EFS glass, then I don't know how that would actually work. I don't even think it would let you mount it. And the other con is vignetting. Vignetting, again, it doesn't look very bad. It's quite minimal, but Lightroom, I can't actually take off the complete vignette because it has its own little characteristics of vignetting and it's not very noticeable. In fact, it has a vignette right now and you can't really tell. So I'm not really complaining about that, but some people are very nitpicky pixel peepers, so that might just be, you know, a detriment when having this adapter. And I haven't really seen any reviews, especially for the a6300, except that little troll video that I was just being rude and obnoxious in. So I'm trying to redeem myself with this one. But this adapter is pretty much very nice. And when you're only using manual lenses, mostly for video, there's not really much of an issue with that adapter, the Viltrox on the a6300. And oh yeah, one problem I did have with it that I had to research for like an hour to figure it out was that it would not focus to infinity. And actually, you can make it focus to infinity. You just have to, they give you a little screw in there, which, oh yeah, it came in this little carrying case. It looks quite nice. I mean, I'm gonna keep it on the camera the whole time, but it came with this little screwdriver, and in the back of the adapter there's this little screw mounted sideways, and you just have to unscrew it and twist the back of the lens housing, and it'll help it focus to infinity. But also, if you don't make it focus to infinity, you can make it focus closer. So you sort of have options, but Like if you want to take pictures of stars, you can't really do it straight out the box. You'd have to tinker with it with a screwdriver that actually does not work. You have to buy some actual other screwdrivers, because this might actually strip the screw in there. So don't trust this, okay? And I'm gonna show you like how crazy you can get with this full frame 14mm right now, just as some B-roll. I can fit my